All right, guys, we are back for a Monday Night Football same game parlay here on the Guy Boston Sports second channel. More Guy Boston Sports. In this video, I'm going to dive into this game and create a little bit of a parlay here. And we'll also give away some of the winnings if it does hit. So how to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is follow me over on Instagram at evpicks, picks with a Z. You'll see it popping up here throughout the show, EVPICKZ. DM me. I'm here for the Monday Night Football giveaway. And if this parlay does hit, I'll give away some of the winnings to multiple people. We might split up the pot there. But if that sounds good, let's go ahead and dive into it, guys. Again, you're on the second channel. Make sure to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Really do appreciate all the support here on the second channel. We are back from our trip, overseas into Europe. We weren't doing the parlay videos for the last week. We're back here on the second channel doing it. So let's go ahead and dive into it. First spot we're looking at, and by the way, guys, we are over on Epic Fantasy. Absolutely love that they have launched a web version of the app. Absolutely love an Epic Fantasy. They have the amazing Pick'em version that you guys know and love, but they also have the Fade'em version and Fade'em section of the site, which is really, really cool. We can go through and say, okay, you know what? I like the idea of fading Matthew P, right? He has Edmund, Hunter, and Lawrence. We can say, okay, well, let's at least pick one of these that we don't necessarily like, right? And if one of those hits, we can cash out. He took a 3-leg. All we need to do is hit the 1-leg. But what we're going to do here is the pick'em version. And the first thing that I'm going to look at here is the rushing long play, or the longest rush for Travis Etienne. I do like him in this game. If you watched our regular video in terms of the Thursday night game, you know that we like Travis Etienne in this game very, very much. I think that he's going to be the guy that gets a lot of work. Now, that shouldn't be all that jaw-dropping, right? This guy is one of the better players on this Jacksonville team, but the way that they run it in the man-duo gap splits should be really, really beneficial for Travis Etienne. And the Kansas City Chiefs, pretty rough when it comes to the man scheme against, as well as the explosive run rate. And you can see here, throughout this season, already 3 of 4 games he's hit. Houston, the only team that he didn't. Now, the only concern I have with this one, Carolina, bad, run defense. Their defense actually is better than you think, but still, nonetheless, not exactly the best defense. Cincinnati, terrible defense. San Francisco, super banged up. The only viable defense that we've seen the Jags go up against here is Houston, and he didn't get it in that one. So, yeah, I worry a little bit, about that. But if we do look at his, rushing yards and just get some more metrics, you can see the Chiefs allowing plenty of rushing yards, and then to the running back, plenty of rushing yards as well. In terms of, yards per game, tied for 22nd. So I think that we're going to get a lot of volume out of Travis Etienne. For him to go out there and just get, one rush of 15 plus yards, I don't mind it. Now, if you wanted to pivot and look at him over 64.5, or even his rush attempts here at 14.5, I like that as well. But what we're looking at, again, is going to be his longest rush. I think that is probably, in terms of this parlay, the thing that I want to look at here. Next up, we're going to take a peek at Travis Kelce. Now, I like his receiving targets over 5.5. That's not what we're going to add in here. We're actually going to take a peek at his receptions. If we can get a good number for it at 3.5, then that's what we'll end up rolling with here. And Travis Kelce, 3.5 receptions. It's 1.65 in terms of multiplier. Do we have a better line here? 1.82. I think we're going to do this, actually. I'm going to pivot. I'm going to go Travis Kelce receiving targets here. See if we can pull this one up over on Outlier. By the way, guys, the 2 apps that you're seeing, Epic Fantasy, link down in the description, as well as the pinned comment. Get yourself a first deposit match up to $50. And this is Outlier, my favorite player prop research tool. That's also available down in the description, as well as the pinned comment. You click the link, you're going to get a 7-day free trial. 7-day free trial. Absolutely, absolutely a game changer of an app. So this is Kelce here, right? Last 10 games here, averaging 6.6 targets. We'd take that. This year, he's hit it in 2 of the 4 games. But this is what I want to know. Look at this. Receiving targets allowed, 31st is where this Jacksonville team ranks. So, yeah, I really do like the idea here of Kelce getting 6 targets. Now, would I hate the receptions? No, we actually already took his receptions in our other video. If you want to roll with this, I don't mind this whatsoever. The biggest thing that kind of put me over the edge was the fact that we're getting a, where did it go now? Where is Kelce? The fact that we're getting a 5.5 for 182, the multiplier, that's 0.2 better than the targets, than the receptions. And I think both of those end up coming to fruition. Now, who's going to be throwing the ball to Travis Kelce? Patrick Mahomes. This is a Jacksonville defense that is not going to let you take the top off the defense whatsoever. They've actually had some really good defensive performances so far. Again, let me mention Carolina, Houston, Cincinnati with Joe Burrow getting hurt, San Fran, it's this team hasn't necessarily faced a good quarterback yet. So the numbers are the numbers, but we got to take them with a grain of salt, but I still think Patrick Mahomes to get 24 pass completions could be a really, really viable look here. If we pull this up over on Outlier, you'll see that, Patrick Mahomes, the numbers, well, let's put it this way before I get into this. It's Patrick Mahomes, right? I feel like we shouldn't even need to necessarily dive into this, but he's barely done it this season. Once and then twice, but look at the two teams he did it against, right? The Chargers, Baltimore. The two games that he didn't is a game in which was pretty sloppy against Philadelphia, and then the Giants, he didn't need to pass, and he still had 22 pass completions. So if we can go out there, and again, a decent multiplier in this at 1.91, if we can go out there and have somewhat of a competitive game, which I do think people are underlooking and, overlooking, I should say, the Jacksonville Jaguars in this spot, I think that he has 24 pass completions. Yes, he hasn't really taken the top off this yet, but how about this? Jacksonville, 30th in terms of pass attempts against. Now, yes, 6th best in terms of pass completion percentage, but Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback that they've seen so far. Again, a Jake Browning essentially, then they saw obviously San Fran, who's really, really banged up. They saw Carolina, they saw Houston. This is Patrick Mahomes we're talking about here. So I do like the spot for him as well. Now, one spot that I was considering and really don't have the cojones to roll with it, I like the idea of both of these running backs, Pacheco and Kareem Hunt. I think the Chiefs try to establish the run. So these are two leans. That's not where we're going in this spot. Where we're actually going in this spot is going to be, where is it? I'm looking for field goals here. Field goals made. We have it somewhere. We just have to find it. All right, field goals made. I like the idea of Little. I think that this Chiefs team at different times will kind of stand up in the red zone, right? And even if we look down here, I know we're on Mahomes, you could see this. The Chiefs defense, red zone efficiency 9th, and Jacksonville 24th. So I do think that they'll get down into the red zone, but the Chiefs may say, hey, you know what? Pump the brakes here. Let's go ahead and play some defense in the red zone. So yeah, I really like the spot for Little to make 2 field goals. So what we have here, guys, is 4 plays at a payout multiplier of 6.7. Or if we throw $20 into this with a total payout of potentially 134 there, let's go ahead and lock that in. Absolutely loving this. And again, if you do want to get involved and potentially, be here for the giveaway, head over, follow me over on Instagram. I'll pop it up on the screen right now so you guys can see it. All you have to do is follow me on Instagram at EvPicks. Make sure to DM me here saying I'm here for the Chiefs and Jags Monday Night Football giveaway. And if this wins, I'll pick 2 people, split the winnings, and send it your way. So very, very much looking forward to this game. And I think we got a nice little spot there, right? Just to recap in terms of what we're rolling with. Etienne over 14.5 rushing long, so his longest rush. Travis Kelce, 6 targets. He doesn't need to get to the damn ball, just target. Patrick Mahomes completions. And then we have Little here. Over 1.5 field goals made. We're taking the over on all of those. Again, guys, if you did want to check out Epic, really cool stuff here over on the Fatum section. For example, you take a peek at Yusuf here, right? He has Trevor Lawrence over passing touchdowns, Little over points after, Patrick Mahomes over 1.5, and then Harrison Butker over 2.5 points made. If you wanted to, fade this, you could pay obviously a hefty price tag. But the cool thing is all you need is one of those to fail and you end up getting paid out. So really, really cool stuff over on Epic Fantasy. Make sure to check it out. Catch you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out.